One morning in late November of 1979, a 64-year-old man named John Perrin walked through a park near his home in East London, South Africa. The park was basically a forested area that ran right along the coastline, and being out here was actually a pretty big deal for John because he didn't come to this park very often. In fact, he pretty much never left his house because John was a total recluse. He basically spoke to nobody. But today, something in John had told him to go outside and go to this park and take a walk. It was just like this kind of weird intuition that he couldn't even explain. When he eventually went around this bend, he saw there was somebody on the trail up ahead. It was this young man who John had never seen before, and this young man looked really anxious. He was sort of pacing back and forth on the trail, and so he continued walking down the trail closer to this guy to see what was happening here. And as he gets closer to this man who's pacing back and forth, John realizes that the man is sort of pacing up to the edge of this cliff. And this is a massive drop-off, easily a fatal fall if you were to fall off the cliff. And suddenly it clicks for John. This young man is contemplating taking his own life. And so John's standing there, not really sure what to do. And also there were these other people that were also on the trail that had sort of taken notice of the situation. And there was this crowd forming, sort of standing a little bit back of this young man. Suddenly John understood why he was here. His gut instinct had brought him here to go up and interact with this young man. He walked up to this young man who was still pacing back and forth, and he put his arm around the young man. And he looked at him and he said, "I'll show you how it's done." And then John walked to the edge of the cliff and jumped. And the young man was so shocked by this that he just stood there and he watched as John plummeted down to the beach below and smashed into the ground and died. And this young man, he's so horrified by this, so shocked, that he decided he wasn't gonna jump after all. And so as he's having this revelation, the young man also distinctly felt grateful to John, for doing what he did, because in watching what happened to him, it showed the young man that in fact, he did want to live.